Hi guys, today I saw a game in Lichess that I have never seen between Bobby Fischer, known as Bobby Fischer obviously, and his real name, I guess you all know, it's Fischer Robert James. I mean Robert James Fischer. So this was played between Larsen Bent, who was 2006 660 at that point in 1971, and Robert James Fischer, who was 2760. Now, if you know maths, obviously, you can find out that it's a 100 rating points difference. So, let's start the game. Nevertheless, Lars and Ben start with not a normal move, but can be, it's possible, F4. Alright, and then Robert James Fisher, I'm sorry, plays C5. You know, this is the Sicilian opening, and then but it's the Sicilian opening if it's only after e4 and c5, but here it's after f4, but never mind. After f4 it's c5, and after a couple of moves it turns again with e4 as well, which now if this e pawn was there, it's a king's gambit. Obviously, you know, e4 e5 f4 is king's gambit. So after that, bishop g7. Now this is a fianchetto variation, and then bishop e2. White is ready to castle. Well, black is not ready, but after this move, he will be ready. So, alright, let's continue. Now, I'll just turn on the engine. Now the evaluation is 0.0. Alright, now in the fifth move, it's normal. And then let's go. d6. And this is known, do you know this is known as the bird opening? It's I guess I don't know it very well, I mean sorry, very much, but this is the bird opening. And in this position, the best move, can you guess it? Well, it's not a crazy move or something, but I guess you can think much than Larsen played, because he played a move which is not really familiar to us, but I guess this move is very easy to guess. Now this, the engine best move is c3, right? So in that case, so as the move is c3 after e6, obviously, sorry, and but obviously, yeah, c3. And then knight a3, there must be plans, right, to go here, knight to c4, and then maybe rotate here. Yeah, there are good plans. Then can you guess why didn't he play this move? It's obviously because there's a bishop here, right, aiming at the knight. So, and now c3 is the best engine move at knight a3, and then knight g e7, and now c3. But it's also good. Now his plan must be to go c2 or e3. Yeah. c2 and e3. Yeah. And castling. Bishop e3, a6, and d4. Larsen is the person who first strikes in the center by playing d4. Right, we'll continue c cut d4 and then knight cut d4. Now Larsen's knight is on the center, although the result is okay, I will don't say it, but b5. And now I will just close the engine as you will see the moves. Well, Larsen plays the best engine move, which is knight cut c6, and then knight cut c6, then queen to d2. Having some ideas on to strike here, yeah. Bishop here and all the stuff. So let's continue. Queen to c7, and then rook to d1. You can see that this pawn is backwards and weak. Yes, can you see it? I guess so. So, and then let's continue. So that's why Larsen saw that there's a weakness there, so he attacked. Obviously, Bobby Fischer needs to defend it, so rook to d8. And now knight to c2. You know the plan, he went knight to a3, put c2, and then rotate it. Let's see the next few moves. Alright. How is that move just showing? I don't know. Okay, never mind. Okay, after rook b8, the move which Larsen has played is a3. Rook b8 has some attacks like b4 and strike on this pawn structure, so that the bishop is also aiming at this side. Sorry, the bishop is also aiming at this point. b4 would be a good move, so that b4 would be a good move, so that's why he has played that. Alright, let's continue. a3. Now, as for b4 is very annoying, that's why a3 is played. Now knight to a5. You can see, you have to see the consequences, right? Now, when this pawn was there, this square was defended, right? And when it moved, this square gets undefended. So you can attack it, right? That's why knight a5 is played by Bobby Fischer. And now e5, again striking the center. You all can see that this can't be taken, right? Yeah. So, alright, let's continue. So that's why bishop f8. b4 chasing the knight. Knight it back, sadly. And after takes, now here, rather than playing this move, I guess taking was much more better, but I don't know. And then knight to d4, and then he took. And now Bobby Fischer played, Larsen played f captures e5. Now you can see that this rook is pinning to the queen. So I guess now it's black's turn obviously, so he did take this. If it was my turn, I would just quickly take off this queen somewhere, right? But in this position, Larsen played bishop to g5. Now you can see it can be a kingside attack even if this bishop was not there. So yeah, and now this rook is attacked. Obviously, he have to move it. So rook d5, it's a good square to the rook. Now, if this knight wasn't there, I would just play this one. Because it's great, right? To attack the rook who newly came into the game. I'm not the game, but it's a square on the center, right? So I like to attack those pieces. Don't mind it, I'm just telling. And then after queen to f4, which pins the knight to the queen is undefended, right? And now bishop to g7, defending the knight. Now h4, which is an inaccuracy, alright? Small inaccuracy, because in this position, rook d3 was the best, alright? Because you have to start something, right? To win a game, like you could attack. Can you see? I'm sorry, this went. Oh my god, what is happening? What is happening? Yeah, okay. You can see that this can be a big problem in the future, right? So he had to start something, but h4, after you play that pawn, if even you then take the rook, even then if you take the rook, it doesn't matter because the pawn is there and blocking its path, right? The rook's path is blocked by the pawn, so it's not a very good move. And now rook b7 was played, which is also inaccurate because queen cut c3 was there, a free pawn, and there's another point as well of playing rook d3 to defend the c3 pawn as well. So the pawn could be easily taken, but Bobby Fischer also did a small inaccuracy. Well, and now bishop f6 takes, and then queen cut c3, at least now, alright? So h5 now, and then g cat h5. I don't know why g cat h5. I wouldn't take it personally, but oh my god, no, sorry, because h6 is also there. Probably I would take. Yeah, I will also take. There's a move like this as well, right? Never mind, I just checked it. Let's just check the engine. Yeah, queen e3 is also a good move, obviously. Okay. So g captures h5 and king h1. Trying to go with g1 and then push. If this knight is not bad. But you can remove the knight because then it will be overloaded as he's defending here as well. I mean, the rook is also defending, but kind of we can try something over there. And knight g4. Now you can see that he went. So now take is obviously good. And yeah, queen at 6. Here. Now he's I'm sorry, not defending, attacking. And if king h8, you can see that is a mate. So after f5, here in this position, Larsen did a blunder, which is queen f6. You can see it was plus 0.7. Alright, plus 0.7. It was, if someone is better, it was white. But after Larsen played queen f6, it was minus 1.8. Alright, and then he was supposed to play queen to g5. And then after king to f7, it's obviously queen captures g4 as for the pin. But as he played queen to f6, he played bishop to c8 and rook f1 and rook to f7, queen to h6, and I can see that black is also slowly coming towards white's king. Okay, now again a blunder, queen to e3. Now in this position he could like exchange because you can see that this attack is coming towards us, right? So exchanging the queen is not a big deal. Obviously after rook to e7 and then rook to de1. Now it's a pin, right? And the pieces got exchanged. And now in this position, black is 2 pawns up. 2. You can see like 2. So 2 pawns up, and will he convert it? Yeah, he converted it. Well, this is not a conversion, but you can see that you can't try because this rook is also activated, and this bishop is also doing something, right? Pinning this so that the king can't come forward like this. When he comes, he would take this. So even and after this, the king would like come in this pattern towards this pawn, and the game would end obviously. And so, well, I think this was a crazy game, right? Now this was first going very symmetrically, and then Larsen did 2 blunders.